Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through my round 11 fantasy team in what was another absolute shocker of a round. My season is just, it's cooked, simply put. Just a 21-11 round ranking of 26,600 basically, and then an overall ranking of 8,193. It's just been absolutely shocking. Just major mistakes. Not really, and I think this is something, and I'm finally going to get around to it soon. I just need to also put this on my community tab again, to field your guys' comments about it. Is just the major mistakes for fantasy this year, and also I think to a certain extent, Supercoach just trying to be cute with our trades has really burnt us, especially me. As I'm just not getting the rookies are basically all dead on my bench. And now with some injuries to sort of the top line guys, Lloyd Meek especially, there is potential that I only have 21 playing this week. So yeah, massive problems for me, and I guess it's just really bad at the moment. But anyway, before we jump into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into this video. So, as you can see here, as I was saying in the intro, 21-11, 20.24 million. I don't even think I'm going to finish my side with the way it's traveling at the moment. So, Harry Sheezer 106, he's been pretty good since we sort of had that question about him. What was it, just before the Bombers game, do we actually trade him out or not? He's been really good, and he's still holding as that as a top 6 defender. He'll be probably top 3 or 4, to be honest with you. Nick Martin, I captained him over Max Gawn. That was a fail of about 50 points. 51 points, I believe, as Max Gawn got a 152. No, 50 points on the dot. Yeah, that would I'd love those 50 points back if I could, but obviously cannot. Nick Martin just stopped in the last sort of 20 minutes, and I thought because Max Gawn had an injury test that I'd take the captaincy off of him. Hayden Young, 94, he did pretty much his job. He's sort of carrying around that sort of top 6 range as a defender. I think he's probably 5th or so at the moment. Let me just go to all positions, defender, not price. I want average, and you got Ridley, that's just off one game. Ryan, 110, and Wangdi Malira is just below. So you got 1, 2, 3. I think Whitfield's currently below it. So I think he's about the 4th, I think he's the 5th or so defender at the moment, which is really good. Max Holmes also starting to push into that conversation again as well. So yeah, and Whitfield dropping out of it. Whitfield with a 90. He had a couple of knocks as well. Now on the bye, so you could actually maybe move him. But I just don't really see anyone to move him to, as it's kind of hard to move around 12 guy to around 14 or 15 at the moment. You could move him to the likes of a Ryan or something like that, but I think it would be more worthwhile to move for my sake, a Tom Powell or something like that. Zach Fisher, he's doing his job at the moment, I guess. A 112, probably gonna... I don't know where he'll go because he's on the bye round this week. But yeah, brought him in for a 112. That's really good value. And he's got a 40 break even next week, which he'll beat. So hopefully he just is a top 6 forward for the back end of the year. Then you got Sam Closey, 68. He probably needs to go sometime soon. But then again, he's one of the better rookies at the moment. So just need him for bye coverage. Will Graham didn't play. Wish I got rid of him a couple of weeks ago, as he doesn't look like he's going to be playing anytime soon, to be honest. Then you got Zach Butters here, 86. He just he kicked 2 goals early. He was on 25 at quarter time, and then did nothing in the second, nothing in the third, I don't think, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, ended up with an 86, which was really poor as a VC option. I thought North Melbourne would be a good matchup for him, but North Melbourne is so bad that they don't even play their star players opposition, because they know they're going to win by 60 points, so why not? Why just bother playing Butters, as he had 71% TOG, which was his lowest of the year by 3 or 4%. And yeah, I just don't remember him being out there or doing much, to be honest with you. Nick Dacos, 133. I got scared off by the potential tag that Freo said that they put on him, and it didn't eventuate, and he scored 133. So Yeah, got scared off of tags and probably burnt myself. Well, in the end, 30 points, and then again got scared off of a fitness test that burnt me 50 points. So just a lot of points burnt. Bontempelli ended up on a 98 against the Swans, which is a pretty good ending, I would say. 13, 13, 4, 6. And he missed a pretty sitter goal, and he ended up on a 98 there. So he's just tracking so poorly from what we expected, and that's what why I'm so disappointed in him and my whole season as a whole. I think next year I'll go back to definitely value players at the start of the year rather than picking up top of the line guys, as guys like Bontempelli, English. Daicos is starting to return back to the form that we sort of expected from him. He's basically on his average from last year. But it's been such a stark increase in the last 4 weeks that, he's been only sort of value in that time. In the last 3, he's averaging 126. In the last 5, he's averaging 120 basically. So yeah, he's been only really value in the last couple of weeks. Jack Steele, 122. He's back to his best, and he's got the West Coast matchup. 10 marks, 2 tackles. So if he'd actually gotten the tackles that we know and love with him, say he gets 6 tackles there, that's almost 140. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. He looks back to his best. He really tried his guts out with 33 touches as well and kicked a goal. So, I'm not expecting this every week from him, but he is a guy that has the ability, due to his non-disposal work, to get 120 very, very easily. He's averaging 108 for the year, so he's still a great buy. He just had a bad sort of 2 weeks here and then another bad week here. So only really 3 bad games for the year for him. Other than that, he's had 2 average games, and then the rest of them are 120 plus games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 120 plus games out of 11 is pretty good for a player. Bonner had a shocker. He's going to have a shocker every once in a while, and is probably just going to be used over the bye to hopefully just bank some points and then be used as an upgrade, as I don't know if he'll be a top 6 defender. He's right on the cusp. He's probably about 9th or 10th, but you really want top 6 defenders. Clayton Oliver has been a horrific buy, and this was one of the buys of the year that sort of killed my season off, I would say, almost. Just not trying to go penny pinching with value, and yeah, that was a fail. Jeremy Sharp, 105, a really good rookie to just continually hold. He's been great, averaging 82. As Freo decides to kick the ball around, he gets a lot of cheap marks on the wing, and that gives him a lot of possessions, and possessions are gold. So yeah, he's just been amazing. And then you got Darcy Wilson on 80. Again, similar style with Fremantle in that St Kilda give a lot of marks to their wingers and half-backs trying to manoeuvre the ball. And that just enables him to get a lot of points. And he got an 80 on the weekend. Happy about that. Jai Clark is 61. I held him, but he's got a suspension now. So he'll be back in round 13, which doesn't really mean anything. And he's probably back to the bench anyway, or the sub, I should say. McAuliffe, 65. He's been gaining a lot of cash and is one of the best, I think, rookie buys again this week. Max Gorn, 152. We talked about him. He did really well, and not too disappointed about that. Lloyd Meek, potentially out with a syndesmosis injury, I believe, which kind of sucks because that throws all of my plans out the window. And we'll know Thursday, 5:20 p.m. if that is the case. And I really hope it isn't, because if he does play, then at least that's just a guy playing, and I can actually get 22 guys on there and do the upgrades that I want to do, as I don't really know who I want as a ruckman yet, as a secondary ruck to the likes of Marshall, as you've got Rowan Marshall with a 118 break even. He's probably going to beat that anyway. I could go Rowan Marshall. I could also go English. And English has a 144 break even. So I'd really just like to be able to pick up this upgraded ruckman out of the buys. When English is probably going to be 900k. Rowan Marshall potentially is going to be... look at his break even, it just starts to skyrocket here. And so yeah, I would rather pick him up outside of the buy, when he's probably, I would suspect, going to be, looking at that, even 37.43, he's probably going to be 970k, 960k out of the buy. So yeah, just really want to pick up a ruckman then, rather than during the buys. Sam Flanders didn't play because of the illness. He'll be fine this week, I would suspect. Then you got Isaac Heaney, 100. He's on the break this weekend, but he just continuing on, and yeah, one of the best buys of the year. I mean, he is the 6th best rate scoring, and it seems like this year we've had a lot of lower scoring. I mean, just 3 or 4 points off most players, and I don't know whether that's just going to the sort of lower ranked players, but I mean, it's really taken out the top end scoring, and especially in the forward line, we've got absolutely no one. We've basically got Heaney, Flanders, and Zorko in the forward line, and that's about it for consistent scorers. Like, look at this in the forward line. Averages, you got Zorko, and then you got 24 difference between him and Graham Myers, who put up a 65. He's not even consistent. You got Harry Mackay there as well. You got, and then all of these just 50 to 70 scorers. So it really is tough at this point. But yeah, we keep on keeping on. Dylan Moore, another one up there with Oliver. It's just a buy based on history and not really looking at the role. I said that his role was good, but it's not actually good. I got tricked into that. Jack Macrae, similar thought as well, that these guys that have 20% CBAs could actually score well. And Jack Macrae, yeah, he just isn't scoring. Luke Jackson as well, I've got stuck with him this whole time, and it's just been so annoying. Basically, whenever he is non-ruckman, his scoring is basically a 60, and whenever he's ruckman, it's 100 or sort of 80 plus, 80 to 120. Tom Powell, 73, got stuck with him yet again, and yeah, it's just struggle street at this point with these guys. And then Joel Frazier, a good buy off the bench as well for a 64, and then Hugo Garcia isn't anywhere close to being back, it sounds like. Anyway, so that pretty much is the video there, going through all of my fantasy fails this week. It's just spot fire after spot fire, this whole team basically, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys that I'm really confident with out of my whole side. So that just shows you how poor of a season it's been, and how I kind of just want to put this season to bed, but I'll keep on pushing on, I guess, and just trying to put up some sort of ranking. I mean, it probably is going to be like a 6K rank or something like that. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. Anywhere between 4 and 6K I'll sort of be happy with. I know that my mate's just around that 10K marker, and he's been catching up the last couple of weeks just because my trades have been sort of a lackluster, or sort of, I think it was my trades between sort of round 3 and 6 that sort of stuffed everything up. But anyway, that is the video there, going through, I guess, all of this, and hopefully I can do something that will, I guess, upgrade my side in some way. But I doubt that I will be able to, because injuries and this first buy, I have quite a lot of my guys sitting out. But anyway, that is the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.